Hey everyone. So hopefully you are on an absolute roll right now and you just don't want to stop and you're like me and you're just pumping through the course. So uh, now that we've kind of talked about how to actually get your listing up, we have a listing up. We hopefully have two listings up, one on Peerspace, one on Gigster. Um, Now that we are actually making headway into this course and have things set up, we are going to talk about today taking a step back and really showcasing your space. I'm sure as you saw yesterday, setting up your space, there's a ton of listing descriptions and amenities and things to think through. But first and most importantly, it is imperative to take action. So again, super proud of you guys. You guys are crushing it. Keep up the momentum, keep working. And that is where we're going in today. We're going to take a step back and just talk about how you can really showcase your space for success. And this is honestly kind of fun as a quick tidbit. You get to design and decorate your space, and it's a write-off. So because you are now having a business, you now have business expenses. You do not need to file for a business entity just yet. I would typically wait. I would honestly wait until you reach over $50,000 in revenue for the year, and I would just at that point mark it as a S corporation. So we have plenty of room between here and there to work with. And again, all of that stuff is covered in the House Hackers course. So if you do, or you already are at that point, feel free to convert over to House Hacking, where we talk about that way more in depth. So, but for today, we are going to discuss how you can showcase your space uh, through decorating and as well as photography. So, without further ado, let's start it off. Showcasing your space. Here's what we're going to cover today: crafting the perfect vibe, showcasing your space, and the summary. You can follow along on our newsletter at omg-rentals.com/newsletters. Here you will find all important updates regarding the course. You can also follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram at omg.rentals. This is where we post exclusive content, and it's also at a much faster rate. It is not these long form videos. If you like the course, please share the course. You are more likely to succeed with friends involved, and I would really appreciate it. So let's start a revolution together and change people's lives. Warning, this is the most important course in the entire series at this moment. Pay attention, follow along, and make sure you do all the action steps from this video. Um, as a pro tip, if you would like to go through this course a little bit faster, feel free to watch the video in 2 to 2.5 times speed. So, creating the perfect vibe. Setting up your space. Uh, one, embrace your style. It is your space, yours. It's your home. Make sure it's something you're happy with. Make sure it's something you're proud of. Have your style. Literally, like, just embody who it is, who you are. That more oftentimes than not creates such a unique vibe that people are interested and willing to go check out. So be yourself because that's what makes it unique inherently. So that's the easiest shortcut out the gate is just infuse your unique taste into the space and it will have character and it will speak to people and people will want to see it and use it and rent it. So away from just that, consider the purpose you are having, right? So once you've decided that you're going into productions or once you've decided you're going to event spaces, you also want to try to align some of the design elements of your space with that intended purpose. If you're doing meetings in corporate offsites, it's going to be a very, very different vibe than you would for events where you might have more of an open concept versus meetings you might have more of like someone up front with a whiteboard or projector behind them being able to speak to multiple people with lounge seating around. So Consider the purpose of your space and try to align the design aspect of your space with your intended use. Three, know your audience. So knowing who is using your space and what they're using your space for allows you to help tailor that vibe towards those towards your target audience's preferences. And this is the balancing act that we're kind of talking about here, which is clearly find that happy medium between your personal wants and style and the purpose and audience you're aiming to attract with your listing. So it seems, it really is truly a balancing act that you're playing here. But lean into your style and know your audience and consider the purpose and the use of the space and try to find that happy medium and you will be off to the races. There's a couple ways to do this. First, and the one I recommend is the DIY approach. It is super fun. You get to build stuff. I like working with my hands. Um, and so and this comes across with just a much more you character and a you sense in your home. And it makes something that you're proud of, right? You see people come and rent your space that you've created and you've curated. It does add such a level of um, gratitude and just accomplishment, if you will. So, DIY approach, person, first off is your personal touch. Again, it is your home. Decorate it as you see fit. Your unique taste. Do not shy away from unconventional designs. Um, if you have a vision and you think it'll work for your audience, pursue it. Because again, the most important thing about this entire business is to have fun with it. So, what better way to have fun with it than to have a piece of you involved in it? Um, Thirdly, you're going to want to have a functional layout. So we hit on this in the last slide, but you're wanting to arrange your furniture for both the aesthetics and usability for the purpose of of the of what it's being rented for. And you're going to want to have a feedback loop where you test the setup with your friends or family. And really, you're going to test the setup with every single person that comes in and rents your space. Ask for feedback. See, hey, did you like this? Hey, I'm considering getting a new carpet. Hey, do you like this furniture? Do you like those chairs? Uh, I know you were doing a podcast. Did you like the table? Did you like the equipment? Just get feedback from people. Asking your community and asking the people who rent from you is the fastest way to make iterations. I know Jeff Bezos has a really great book on this where his whole business platform is based Amazon. I mean, the whole thing was based off of customer reviews, and taking it to heart and really, you know, running with that feedback and iterating on it really fast. And lastly, you're going to want to stay flexible, be open to adjusting based on guest feedback. You know, that's the fun part around the DIY is just really trusting your instincts and, setting a space up that you enjoy and you're comfortable with living in and having, as well as just being able to adjust to customer feedback. Not everything we do is great. I've seen this plenty of times. My girlfriend's corrected me on this a million times, but everything it's good to have feedback loops and to continuously improve. So I say that based on my personal experiences. Obviously, I don't know you guys as well as I would like to, but uh, I think that's a good baseline for most people is not everything we do not everything we touch turns to gold. So uh, be mindful, be open to criticism, and be willing to adjust based off feedback, and you will see your space take off at a much faster rate. The second approach to reimagining your space is with technology. We can use AI design tools and apps to visualize new decor ideas. There's so many new 3D modeling tools that allow you to create virtual layouts with room measurements. This just aids into the endless experimentation. You can literally just keep spinning up new designs, new designs, new designs. You don't like this, you don't like that. You can circle things. Hey, I would like you to replace this couch. Hey, imagine this as a, imagine this in a modern home. Imagine this in a rustic farmhouse home. Imagine this, right? You get the, I hope you guys get the point, but there's so many ways with technology that we can consistent, like just create spin ups and mock ups of our home and of our space, and allows for endless experimentation that is incredibly time and cost efficient. I mean, you're not going to be, by doing this stuff, you're not going to invest money in because of how fast things have gotten this day and age. It really doesn't take as much time, and the time it does take, it's kind of fun. You're just sitting there on your phone, on your computer, spinning up rapid designs. So um, I found to enjoy it. I think a lot of people have found to enjoy it, but uh, I think this is a good medium of the DIY side of things, as well as using new technology to kind of innovate rapidly. So here I've just listed a couple examples for you of technologies you guys can use. I'll move my little face here. But yeah, so you have Planner 5D, Room Sketcher, Home Styler, Magic Plan. Um, I haven't used, uh, honestly, I haven't used any of these, uh, but the ones that I checked out real quick that looked the most useful were Planner 5D and Room Sketcher. I would say in this order actually is what looked the most user friendly, and free, quote unquote, to say. Also, you do have ChatGPT, so I would totally check these out if this is something you're interested in, and feel free to do more, find any other technologies that you think are much better than the ones listed here. Mention them in the comments. I would love to learn from you guys and see what you guys come up with. But this is what I found after doing a little bit of research and checking out the web pages. They do look awesome. So feel free to check these out and start reimagining your space with technology. Um, my preferred method, and I wonder if I don't, but with the way I've done it in the past is I've used something called Havenly, and we're about to go through a walkthrough video here, but the way I see it is you can do the DIY approach, you can do the tech approach and leverage technology, or you can do a third approach, which is leveraging professionals in your area or people that you know, whether it's interior design people you've worked with in the past, whether it's interior design professionals that you source from online. This is kind of the mix, best of both worlds, in my opinion. Havenly, what it is it is interior design professionals, uh, but it's also the tech leveraged side of things where it's an app. They help you visualize your space and create 3D mockups of your space. Um, and yeah, you speak with the person, you can call that person, you can have in-person phone calls, you can have video chats with them. They're in your area, so they're local to whatever city that you're in, and they can help you essentially just spin up designs based off of what you like and dislike. So, it's very iterative. And the nice thing about it is it's a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So they will not quit until you're happy, right? Like, and it's 100%. So if you want to scratch the whole thing and start from scratch, you're more than welcome to. And I figured what better way to kind of explain what Havenly is other than show you a video that they put out themselves. Awesome. So while that was going on, I was trying to pull up uh, the, oh gosh, what I had done with Havenly. Uh, Give me one moment as I probably just have to end and present from the current slide. So let me see if I can pull it over to show you guys. So yeah, it's a platform I've used. As you can see, I have 3 projects that I haven't started yet, but I do have some previous projects designed by the same person. This was for the penthouse in Midtown Atlanta that I had designed and just wanted to get uh, feedback on, just a way to design it. I was hoping I could show you the full price, but the nice thing is they come up with the design that includes all the furniture that you can buy and exactly where to buy it. So it's super similar where all you have to do is press add to the cart and you can purchase these items. Um, hmm. Well, I'll dig around here for 2 more seconds to see if I can figure it out. Um, but it is a really nice platform, super simple to use, and really just allows you to, for if you're not an interior design professional, allows you to really spin up some quick designs for your space that you enjoy, stuff that you work with. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I know I was just a little bit uh, strolling there. But yeah, so here's the conversations I've had with Avery, right, where I sent her a couple pins of stuff I liked. We had conversations. She gave me a couple stylistic options, and through iterative feedback, we finally came with this design. And here is, the patio of the penthouse in Midtown Atlanta that we designed together. And I think it looks fantastic. And all the, again, all of the furniture and everything to purchase was laid out for me with a discount from Havenly. So they made it really, really simple to go ahead, l- create a design for your space, as well as like implement that design by just instantly purchasing those items with the Havenly discount. So I think it's a great website. I think it's super easy to use. I think it leverages both technology and your, a little bit of the DIY, a little bit of those iterative feedback where you have a lot of the say into it. So it's not like someone comes in and just redoes it, like, does over your place. You do have a lot of the say, so you do get to keep that, that uniqueness and that character to your space. Because ultimately it is your space, so you should keep it that way. Um, And I know there's a referral link for Havenly. I think it gives you guys $50 off. It doesn't really do. I think it gives me 50 bucks to purchase more furniture or whatever. Full disclosure, I will put that below, but you don't have to use, if for whatever reason you don't want to use the referral link, you don't have to. You can also just type in Google. Um, but if you do, I'd appreciate it. And so that's that. Yeah. So I recommend Havenly. I think it was a good find, and really, the choice is yours. You should figure out the best approach for your space, whether it is a DIY, whether it's using tech tools, or maybe you want to leverage professional help, or maybe you want to leverage a mixture of all of these. So figure out your needs and what you want to do. Uh, Consider your budget constraints. Maybe if you're just starting out, this is something you don't want to do at all. If you're just starting out, I totally would recommend playing it by ear and just getting feedback as is until you start getting revenue moving. And really, the next step after you start getting revenue moving is to reinvest into your add-ons and amenities prior to, investing in furniture in your space. But the furniture and space is important because this is how your space appears and how it looks. Um, you know, which is huge in terms of like your overall listing. The images play such a big factor. and most potential clients are going to look right for your images and see if they enjoy the space or not. So it's super important to have these images and to have a space and something you're happy with. So definitely, consider your option out of your space as something you think is going to propel your listing forward. Um, and yeah, think about your budget considerations, um, as well as your time investment. How much time do you want to dedicate? So if you're doing DIY projects, for example, I built a projector wall in that penthouse I was showing you guys through Havenly. And I'll probably post some videos of that in the community so you guys can see. But it really, a huge factor is how much time can you dedicate? Do you have time to do DIY projects, or do you need to leverage a professional help so that for the time and the cost, right? Um, that's a huge consideration when looking at which approach to use as well, uh, as well as long-term goals. Make sure each design choice you do and you implement, make sure it aligns with your future plans for your space, and that you're always building positive momentum in the right direction. So, uh, all that being said, now that we finally have a listing up, we have ideas on how to set up our space and what we're going to do, tools that we can use, or how we can leverage professional help. Now we're going to talk about showcasing your space, which is really taking photos of your space. So why are photos so important? We talked about listing descriptions and SEO embedded in the listing, but there is no one item more important than photos for your listings. The reason is um, photos do a couple things. One, they capture the attention and convey professionalism. Two, they influence guest booking decisions. Three, they increase views and stand out in searches. Four, they help guests envision themselves in your space. And five, they build trust and credibility. Photos of your listing are the most important aspect to your listing because it truly is how people get a first look at your space, how they visualize your space, how they think about envisioning themselves using that space, and it's what captures their attention. So I can't stress this enough. The photos of your space are the most important aspect of your space. Without good photos, you won't get any bookings, and maybe not, you won't get any, but you certainly will, uh, you certainly won't get as many as you would if you had great photos. So your best practices for capturing your space is focus on unique elements and amenities. Focus on that wow factor that your space provides. You want to use natural lighting for warmth and clarity. Remove clutter to highlight the spaciousness as well as just keep it clean. You want to remove all your personal items. You want to just keep it clean, show the expansiveness of the space, and really just highlight the space itself. This again allows people to envision themselves using the space. Uh, Utilize wide angle shots. I think real estate professionals use 0.6 wide lens. I'm not sure if that means much to you guys, but I know, so like on the iPhone camera, you know how you can zoom in, zoom out, and there's the 1x, the 2x, etc. If you zoom out, you can do like a 0.5x, which is close enough for our purposes, but that's a wide angle shot, and it allows you to just capture a lot more of the space. So use wide angle and some good practices to implement when capturing your space. And I say this all as in, a non-professional. I'm not a professional photographer. Obviously, there are way more detailed guides on how to do real estate photography if you're a photographer. So please do not. And if you're a photographer, feel free to talk about it in the community. We'd love to learn. But I didn't put these slides out as the perspective of how to use your iPhone or how to use your smartphone to create, you know, in-depth real estate photos. I certainly recommend when you're at that point with your listings and you're getting enough bookings, I certainly, certainly, certainly 1000% recommend hiring a professional real estate photographer. Um, they just, you know, you really can't beat the quality that they can provide with those incredible cameras they have. And they have so much control over the camera, whether it's like the aperture, the lens. They just have so much more control than you or I could with a smartphone. Um, and lastly, and we talked about this in the listing, is ensure the photos reflect the space as it is. You want to be as transparent and truthful as possible. So always make sure that your photos are reflecting the space exactly how it is. The DIY approach, the way I would go about it, is really there's two. There's the smartphone. If you're tech savvy and or maybe you're a photographer, videographer, use your smartphone, use the camera you have, or maybe you're just on a budget. You can use the smartphones these days are great. You know, they're really, really great. The cameras are insane. There's a reason Apple charges thousands of dollars for them. So feel free to use your smartphone if that's where if you're just starting out. Don't think about anything else. Just use your smartphone. Take some photos. There's even apps now that allow you to adjust the exposure and other camera settings within your iPhone. So feel free to give it a Google or a YouTube search on how you can do that yourself. Um, but yeah, and I mentioned two apps here that I found very, very useful. The first being SnapSnapSnap and the second being Adobe Lightroom. SnapSnapSnap, I found this super interesting. It's a completely free um, iPhone app. I think it's probably on Android too, but it takes real estate photos the exact way that real estate photographers take real estate photos, except it's done from your iPhone. And what that means is it takes 7 different photos of varying exposures. So it goes exposure all the way down to all the way up um, to get it, extremely bright and lets in all the light, and it just has super, super bright photo. And then on the other side of the spectrum, it's extremely dark, can't really see that much. Um, and what it does with all 7 of these photos that it takes is it blends them into one and gets the best quality photo that it can using just the new technology that uh, this day and age has. Uh, the importance of this is you can kind of see it in this little photo here, but by blending those different exposures, you get rid of all those shadows. So with a regular photo, you can kind of see it if you look closely. You can see all the shadows in this dark photo up top versus after they do the snap, snap, snap process, it blended all of those photos in. And so it used the higher exposure photos to get rid of all those shadows and to see way deeper into that house that you see there. So Snap, 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 I found just really interesting. And then Adobe Lightroom, the reason I recommend it is because there's millions of guides on how to use Adobe Lightroom. And yeah, Adobe is just one of the most renowned photo apps to use in the world. So you really can't go wrong. And just the sheer amount of uh, people who use those apps and who can give you real estate photo advice and tips on those apps is just insane. So that's why I recommended Adobe, and I found Snap, Snap, Snap kind of cool. Like I said earlier, though, I certainly recommend professional photography. Um, this is the professional photographers I recommend for real estate photos. And again, similar to Havenly, I will just go ahead and press play. So yeah, the name of it is Home Jab. As you saw, they are one of the biggest market players in the game. And let me see if I can get past. I'll know if I have notes after that. I didn't have notes, but no, they're one of the biggest market players in the game. Sorry, let me just end my presentation real quick and start it back. But yeah, the one of the biggest players in the game. They, the benefits there. What the? I don't know what this is doing. Accidentally clicked like live presentation, so I hope my feed doesn't uh, kick out with this Loom video. Anyhooch, yeah, so they offer your regular real estate photos. They offer drone photos. They offer videos. They also, the reason I recommend them is they also play within the event space. So you can hire them for event specific photo shoots if you want to get more marketing materials and have it as a free add-on or free bonus for one of your clients. Say someone spends $1,000, you can throw this in for free just as a bonus to incentivize them to spend that much, as well as you get a ton of content from just that. So totally recommend that. And we talked about doing 3D tours. They do 3D tours for you. So it's you know, anything you can think of in terms of content and photos, they definitely uh, they definitely have it all. So as a summary, setting up your space, this video hopefully has allowed you to figure out your best approach to setting up and capturing your space. Once you've figured it out, commit to it. This is one of those things that you do at once and it's going to have recurring returns for the foreseeable future. So don't be shy, tackle this head on. Don't be afraid to spend money, especially if it's something that's going to last, right? I've purchased West Elm furniture. We've purchased amenities and add-ons that we continuously use to this day. It's really worth that one-time expense, and then you'll continuously see returns on that investment here going forward. So definitely recommend it. If you are feeling overwhelmed by any of these, we actually offer this for free in the House Hackers Inner Circle community. So if you want to fast forward to the finish line, that is our extreme uh, done for you product. The House Hackers course, the masterclass, which is after the OMG rentals class, that is a more guided, that's where we continuously or continue going into uh, everything that it takes to be a successful PeerSpace host and a Gigster host, as well as uh, you know how to essentially that next course is how to break this through 10 figures or $10,000 a month versus the inner circle. That's where you've been at 10 grand a month, or maybe you just want a shortcut to that space. You have the space that would have the potential to do such something like this, um, and you just want to fast forward there. So that inner circle community, though, is those people who have been there and they understand the amount of load and work that it takes to operate these things, whether it's scheduling, staffing, cleanup, booking tours, right? People who are already at that 10,000 plus dollars a month, uh, they are typically, financially free and they just want more of the freedom that comes with those things. So that's where I would recommend the House Hackers Inner Circle community. And we offer the real estate photos, the 3D mock-ups, and everything within that, the um, uh, interior design, everything with that inner circle community is complimentary. And of course, with the inner circle, you get the master class as well. You get all the trainings, but that is really our handheld, done for you, full service, full suite, customizable product that we pride ourselves in. And lastly, just remember, you're killing it. just days ago, we didn't even know about Peerspace, Gigster, or this opportunity to rent out our space. And now we have a couple listings, and we are well on our way to living rent free. So keep your head up. You are crushing it. You are moving so fast, and you have all the tools provided to you to be successful in this. So just take it a day at a time. You guys are crushing it. Proud of you, and excited to continue this journey with you. As always, we recommend following along on our newsletter at omg-rentals.com/newsletter. This is where you'll get important updates regarding the course. If you like this course, please share the course. And if you really like this course, leave us a testimonial at testimonial.to/omg-rentals. I am picking one person every month from those testimonials to win a special prize. So don't be shy, leave a video testimonial and have the chance of winning. And as always, guys, let's get to work.